Opening oneself to a relationship is always a gamble of the heart. On today's case, Ms. Davis says Mr. Simmons has pressed his luck one too many times. She says his drunken outbursts, cheating, and gambling addiction have her ready to cut her losses and cash out of this relationship. Can Mr. Simmons rally and win back Ms. Davis's trust, or will he fold and walk away empty-handed? Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Davis versus Simmons.
Thank you very much, Ms. Davis and Mr. Simmons. Ms. Davis, you're in my courtroom today because you say you are tired of being humiliated and disappointed by Mr. Simmons' destructive behavior. You say you want to take your son and start a new chapter in your life without Mr. Simmons.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Simmons, you admit your behavior has contributed to the demise of your relationship. But you are here fighting for your family, sir, and you hope you can walk out of my courtroom with a fresh start.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let me see what this case is all about. Ms. Davis, I know that you all have been together for some time. You actually share a child together. Why are we in court today, ma'am?
I'm here because my man is an angry drunk. He's a cheater, and he has really bad gambling addictions. And if he doesn't get it together today, I'm going to end our relationship.
Because that's not something that you want in the long term. Is that correct, ma'am?
Right, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Simmons, you heard what Ms. Davis had to say. What say you, sir?
Your Honor, I'm here because I love my girlfriend and my son, and I'm here to save our relationship, and I'm going to do anything to take it to another level.
Okay, so Mr. Simmons says he is here for solutions and not just casting blame, but I would like to know how we actually got here today. Why don't you take me through how you met in the beginnings of your relationship, ma'am?
Yes, we met during COVID. It wasn't a lot of places that was open at the time. And we met at a liquor store. I just instantly fell for him. He came to my house and cooked me a wonderful dinner, something that I had been lacking for a long time, and I fell for him. I say about 5 months into our relationship, my sister passed away due to COVID.
Oh my goodness, sorry to hear that.
Thank you. She have a son that I stepped up to help provide.
A little boy?
Yes. He was only 1.5 years old at the time. So Jajuan helped me as well. We were freshly in the relationship, but we both stepped up as new parents and came together. And I really loved how he spent time with them and how much my son has taken to him because
did you all adopt
We did adopt him.
And Mr. Simmons, you adopted the young boy also?
Yes, Your Honor.
What made you do such a thing, sir? You just starting a relationship, we're in COVID, and that's a lot to take on.
Because I ain't never had a father figure in my life, and plus me and the little boy, we communicate. I like him,
At 1 year old?
Yeah.
He was already your little man.
Yeah, I took to him. He's a great little boy.
That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. And so now you all have been together for 3 years, and you're really the only parents this young man knows. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm going to go back to what went wrong. You said that Mr. Simmons has become, quote, an angry drunk.
Yes, Your Honor. It was a time where we were just sitting in a car, at a mutual friend house, talking and just having a mutual conversation. We had like a petty argument. It was like so petty, I can't even remember the argument. But I remember him getting very upset and storming out of the car. And all I hear is, boom. And it was my window shattering. My back window to my car was busted. And
how in the world did your car window get broken?
He threw a liquor bottle through the window.
Oh, now that's not good.
No, and I went to my sister's house, and I stayed the night at my sister's house. When I talked to him the next day, I confronted him like, you busted out the window. It cost $200 to get this window fixed. What are you gonna do? He had absolutely no memory of it happening. He was apologetic, but he didn't have any memory of it happening at all.
Do you even have a memory of it happening now, sir?
No.
Okay, Mr. Simmons, now if that had happened to me, the first thing I would want to do is go straight to the Alcoholics Anonymous and say, what's going on with me? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So how did you make amends for that? Because that one's a big one.
I gave her $200, but she said
No.
it wasn't enough.
No, you did not.
I did give you $200.
No, you did not. You never gave me any money for that window. No, you did not.
Your Honor, I gave her $200. She said I need to get some help. I said I'm willing to go get some help or whatever. But like I said, I gave her the $200.
What about when you broke the window in the house?
Oh, I did that because...
What happened in that situation?
Okay, so in that situation, it was me, one of my girlfriends, and my man. We were all at home. I cooked a big dinner. We were having a few drinks, sitting around watching movies, playing games. And he decided that he wanted to go to sleep, and it was time for me to go to sleep as well. So I just explained to him that, well, okay, I'll lay down later. I want to, wrap things up with my company. I don't want to just put her out. And he just went off the record from there. I mean, he was storming around the house. He called me so many B's. Like, he called me 32 B's that night. And, he stormed out the house. So I closed the door, and he threw a liquor bottle once again through the front door window, broke the whole door. The next day, I confronted him about it. He absolutely had no memory, once again, about this situation.
Okay. What in the world would make you take a liquor bottle and throw it through your own front door?
Because I was angry.
About what?
I feel like her and her friend was up to some sneaking, doing something.
In your own house?
Yep.
Was there somebody else there?
My friend had a crush on her. I probably got a little jealous and took it to the extreme and did too much.
Yes, sir. How are you going to be a real example for your son? You cannot get angry and do something volatile because he's going to remember mommy and daddy fighting and mommy crying and daddy screaming at mommy and daddy calling mommy all kind of nasty names. And he's 3. And if he gets angry and he gets frustrated and mommy doesn't give him something and he starts using that foul language, what you going to say then, Dad?
He was supposed to pay the utility bill. The electricity was turned off. He just spent it all in lottery tickets and scratch-offs.
I was raised, my family likes to gamble. My gambling took it to the extreme, but I ended up winning. Did she tell you that?
Let me tell you the one thing, if your family was raised on gambling, they know better than I can tell you. The house always wins.
And Your Honor, I just wanted to mention about the lottery, the gambling that he has. The addiction for gambling has really gotten out of control.
He already has an addiction to alcohol, I can tell you that now.
Yeah, because he's in charge of the utilities. And he was supposed to pay the utility bill. And I say about a week later, we got a shut-off notice. The electricity was turned off. I had to go live with my sister for 5 days because he refused to pay the electricity bill. He had the money to pay it. He just spent it all in lottery tickets and scratch-offs. I submitted evidence of how many scratch-offs and lottery tickets he plays literally in one day.
I want to see this.
That's just one day, Your Honor.
Sir.
It's over $200 a day.
Are you like, oh my goodness, cash out ticket?
Yeah.
Wow.
Your Honor.
Ouch.
Sir.
I was raised, my family likes to gamble. Cars, scratch-offs, everything.
Scratch-
So
All right,
I was raised-
but here's the thing. I'm sure your family like lights on in the crib also, and electricity it turns off when you don't pay the bill.
My gambling took it to the extreme, but I ended up winning. Did she tell you that?
Mr. Simmons, I don't care how many times you win. Let me tell you the one thing. If your family was raised on gambling, they know better than I can tell you. The house always wins. How you think they have enough money to pay folk off? Because they always win.
And Your Honor, you know what his excuse was? When I asked him about the bill, I said, what happened? He said, I was so close. I was one number off. That was his excuse. I was one number off. We were almost had it. I was one number off.
Mr. Simmons, on the real.
I was.
Mr. Simmons, on the real, you have a child now.
I understand, Your Honor. Let me explain a little more. See, when I was one number off, I was playing off, and I felt really like I was going to hit. I really felt it.
Every gambler I know says that. Every single one. My mother, before she died, always told me about, playing the lottery numbers. But she played one, okay? $3, that's enough.
Take care of my son and my wife, my girlfriend.
But you know you didn't. See, I love when people like to throw it in my face. I take care of my responsibilities. Not when your son and your woman are in the dark.
You're right.
Not when they have to go and move to their mama's house, the grandmama's house, for 5 days because they don't have any lights. See, you're blessed because your son doesn't require something like a machine to help him breathe or a dialysis machine in the house. All of those things. Sir, it doesn't have to be but one time. You never know what kind of emergency can go on. Like little basic stuff, like you have to always have electricity. I can't believe that I am standing here talking to a grown man that explains something like that. That's your priority. You are the man.
He accidentally sent me a screenshot of a girl. He asked her, "Did you enjoy the Earl?" She replied, "I loved it."
Bomba.
I ain't been dealing with that girl.
Yeah, now you can say it's all wild, right?
Wow.
Right.
She was a stalker.
She was a stalker who obviously enjoyed the oral. If you'd like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content.
Your Honor, I just want to add to
There's more.
Yes. I just want to mention about, it was a time we planned a romantic getaway to a spot that I never been to that I always wanted to go to. We planned it like a month ahead of time. I say 3 days before the trip, before we actually take the trip. He told me that we weren't going to be able to go because he spent the money at the casino. Now, during that time when he told me he was going to go to the casino, I thought he only had $100. Come to find out, it was the whole $1,500 for our trip.
Ouch.
Tag your it, Mr. Simmons.
I had a hunch that I was going to win. She was enjoying the money. I was handing it to her. She didn't explain, oh, where is this money coming from? She was steady putting it in a slot machine, gambling right along.
No. Don't put that off on me.
She won $18,000 one
Your Honor,
time,
he
Your Honor.
destroyed our
She won
romantic getaway
$18,000.
money. He did that himself. I had nothing to do with that.
She
And that's
won
another thing. He don't like to take
$18,000 one
accountability
day.
for his
You
actions.
don't have any sense of accountability, Mr. Simmons, okay? It doesn't make me feel good to say this because I was so very proud when you told me how y'all stepped up and took care of this little boy. But in all honesty, even a broke clock is right twice a
That
day.
does not mean I have a gambling addiction.
No, you have a gambling addiction. Anybody that gets their lights turned off in their house has a gambling addiction. Anybody that throws bottles through car windows and door windows has an alcohol addiction if they drink to excess. You are an addictive personality person. You got to deal with that, bruh. Seriously, I don't know how else to tell you. You have to make a commitment that I want to make some changes, and these are the steps that I'm going to make, because otherwise it will destroy you. It will destroy you, okay? It is already destroying your family, but it will destroy you.
Man, I'm changing. I haven't been drinking, and I've been trying to be a man and
Well,
step
let's talk
up.
about your cheating ways as well, Your Honor.
Oh, wow, listen.
Let's talk about what?
His cheating ways. He is a cheater, really, really bad. I have submitted evidence to the court. He has a foot fetish that I found out through text messaging, not through anything he did for me.
Your Honor, that was an old picture of a friend that sent me a picture of her foot. That was in my old phone.
He was requesting foot pictures from girls.
No,
Wait, are these multiple?
Yes,
No, it was
multiple.
the same girl. She broke in my
different
phone.
people, Your
How
Honor.
is that the same girl when I'm looking
Well,
at
you
a
broke
black
them-
foot on the right, a white foot in the middle, and what probably is either light-skinned black woman or Hispanic woman or Middle Eastern woman? In other words, you got miscellaneous feet like a mug. Don't even try it.
When I looked in that phone, it was text messages attached to those. He were asking to pay. He offered to pay
That's
for
a lie,
those
man.
pictures.
That's a lie.
Yes,
That's
you offered to pay for those pictures.
Man, Your Honor, that's a lie.
He offered. He also wanted to.
Why you blowing my phone?
You offered to
What's my code? Why
suck
you
their
breaking?
toes.
That's a lie.
He
Do I
never-
touch? I
Your
never
Honor.
touched
We
your
need one
toe.
at a time, please.
Your Honor, it was hurting me to see that in his phone because he never came to me about those things. I never knew he even had a foot fetish, you know, and it's kind of hurting because, you know,
Wow.
I was with him. It's my man.
So that mean I cheated?
But you're requesting other girls. You want to
Man,
You want to
you
suck
didn't hear
other
me say
girls'
none of
toes, but
that.
not
You didn't
mine.
see
So
that.
that just made me feel some type of way.
Wow.
And, you know.
Listen to her, Mr. Simmons. You hear
I
what
hear
she's
it.
saying?
But she ain't got no proof that I'm a cheater because she see it on my phone.
Then why do you have miscellaneous women feeding your phone, sir?
I don't remember. I don't remember even telling nobody that. She went in my phone. She should have never went in my phone. I ain't give her my code.
But that don't make it right, Your Honor.
I don't even know her code, but did she talk about what she do?
Mr. Simmons, for real though. I mean, come on. Are you in a relationship or are you just fooling around? Because you may not have done anything with any of those women, but...
Them was old photos.
Well,
before I
no,
even
Your
met her,
Honor, wait
but
a minute.
regardless
Yes,
what
he
it
did do
was,
something
she
with the-
broke in my phone and took it.
You did do something
And I was
with one
doing
of those
right,
women,
but
Your
I know
Honor.
I didn't.
also have evidence as well. I think where he told me, okay, a girl texted his phone, the same girl. What happened was he accidentally sent me an screenshot of a girl. It was text messages with it. It said, he asked her, did you enjoy the Earl? She replied, I loved it.
Bomba.
Oh, wow. That girl a stalker, man. I ain't been dealing with that girl.
Yeah, now you can say it's all wild, right?
Wow.
All right.
She was a stalker.
She was a stalker who obviously enjoyed the oral.
I loved it.
It's so not funny. I don't even know why.
But my friend was using my phone also, too. A lot of them text messages.
Okay, so is it your friend who was using your phone and it was not meant for you, or is the girl a stalker and she was stalking you? Is it one or the other?
Honor, he's lying. He's lying. It's all a lie. You know, the final straw was this. That same girl.
I'm surprised that you have more. Oh, my Lord. You said the final straw like there's more?
Me and him had got away for my birthday weekend. We had a weekend getaway for my birthday.
This is after the oral
This
text.
is after. This is maybe like 2 or 3 weeks after. We drove and went out to go get something to eat. He went into the store. His phone was connected to the Bluetooth. His phone rang. It was the girl.
That's how you get in Caughtville every time. You forget your phone is connected to the Bluetooth. You sitting in the car listening to the whole situation.
Yeah.
Go ahead, what happened?
So I answered the phone. I answered the phone on the radio, and it was her. And he charged me up and answered his physical phone and hung it up. So she called back, and I answered again. And she just let me know that them two has been talking that day, and he invited her to come up to a hotel room to spend the day with him. She showed me a picture of the hotel flyer. It was the same hotel room that me and him were at.
Seriously?
Nope.
The reason why that was because, man, her got into it.
Wait.
We got into it at the room you left.
No, so Your Honor.
Child, nope. You cannot say there's more, because there can't be more.
There is more.
Wow.
There is more.
No, there's not.
I confronted him about that. I say, you know, this girl is showing me a flyer of the hotel room we're at because you're inviting her here at the same time. He immediately just storms away. He didn't even try to give me an explanation.
Because there is no explanation. There is no explanation.
Yeah.
Your man is a cheating liar, straight up. He's a cheating liar. Sir, you in this courtroom and it's only 3 of us and Robert right here, but I'm just about to tell you, you are so lucky that this is a forgiving lady. But I'm about to tell you something, Miss Davis. Get up off the floor, baby. You are a doormat. You are letting somebody walk all over you. I don't know what you need in terms of security as a woman, but you need to get some backbone and tell this man to walk away. Y'all can learn how to co-parent, but if you want a man, you are not getting it in Mr. Simmons. He is a selfish, cheating, lying, using jerk.
Wow.
Oh my God, he makes me want to take a shower right now.
1, 2, 3 many offenses.
It's just disgusting at some point, to the point where I just say to my court clerk, Kelsey, get the sage. I need the whole place sage down.
Made in Georgia.